Are you ready to talk about the Guardians Greatest Hits Volume 2?
I'm ready.
So this dropped today. My goodness, we are recording on time. February 23rd.
February 3rd.
February 3rd, 2026. Our first card, Star-Lord, Master of the Sun. Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Take me home. West Virginia, country roads. 4 cost, 5 4 cost, 5 power. 4 cost, 5 power. This is the premium pass. On reveal next turn, you get +1 energy for each turn you've ended with unspent energy. This gains that much power. You, sir, have the floor.
I wasn't familiar with this version. They reboot Guardians of the Galaxy every year or so. I haven't read any of it, but I like the power. Unspent energy, that just begs a team up with Sunspot and the High Evolutionary. Those 3 wild and crazy bachelors cut it up across the galaxy in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 16. Actually, that's probably possible, but to my knowledge, it didn't happen. If everybody's using him, then a good reason to pack Red Hulk. Show me a reason not to pack Red Hulk.
Right.
I'm still afraid they're going to do something to him and be like, oh, he just needs +2 energy. It's like, you leave him alone.
Don't touch him.
Yeah. I'm tempted to get this one.
Yeah. I did the math. If you played him on turn 4 and saved an energy each turn, you'd have 8 energy the next turn. And this guy becomes an 8 power card. Should be interesting. high-Evo, somebody I saw a week ago, they were talking about like high-Evo is going to go insane. So High Evolutionary is going to go insane this season.
I might have to go and see if I can find my Evolutionary War deck. Luke Cage and Red Hulk.
I've got to try and shoot. I still haven't got a High Evolutionary.
You stuck to your guns longer than I did mine.
Yeah. I could have randomly ended up with him, trust me, at some point, but I definitely wasn't seeking him out. Next up is Magus. The Magus, 3 cost, 5 power. Activate. This is a super premium pass card, by the way. Activate. Copy the text of a character in your deck with cost equal to your unspent energy without using its on reveal. So that's key because obviously then you don't want to pack anything in there that is going to have an on reveal for whatever you're shooting for. So I put down here ongoing, end of turn, activate. I assume that those are on the board. I kind of like it. I think it's a little chaotic. It's a little fun. I don't know about chaotic because
I'm confused. Without using its on reveal, if you copy the text.
So if you have a 6 cost, and it doesn't have to be 6 cost, but whatever your unspent energy is, if you copy the text of an on-reveal card, it's not going to do anything. Your Magus isn't going to go ahead and discard your cards or something like that. My guess is you've got to be pretty calculating.
An ongoing or another activate.
I put, ongoing, activate, end of turn, because I didn't spell that out. So I would assume that that's what you kind of want to shoot for, and that could be all over your deck. I don't know, but I mean, I like the card. I think I kind of like it. I don't know if I'm actually going to be really trying to get it or anything like that, but what are your thoughts?
Clearly, I was a little confused by it. Part of me thinks Arishem, part of me thinks Surfer, but neither one of those really makes as much sense as I thought. Now, it would work with the Season Pass card and with Evolutionary.
Right.
Magus is the evil version of Adam Warlock.
That's right.
You're not with that.
That's right. Lived on Earth.
Counter-Earth?
Counter-Earth, that's right. I wasn't going to say Earth 2 because then I'd be in DC territory, but...
So, yeah, I'd have to look at this guy a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, also, he's an activate, so you could save him till later. You might have a pretty good idea of exactly what is still in there. And I guess where he could be useful is if it's one of those where you were really counting on a certain card and didn't get it.
True. Like you wanted that. I don't know. The thing is, it encompasses ongoing, end of turn, and activate. I would like to see what options I have to pick from and what would fit well in this. So it'll be a fun card. All right, next up is Moon Dragon, 2 cost, 2 power, end of turn, +2 power. If you played 1 card this turn and spent all of your energy. The one card that came to mind first was Doom 2099 because that's based on you throwing out 1 card. You got to be pretty savvy with what you're laying out there, too. You want to make sure you're spending all your energy to get that boost up. What's your thoughts?
Spending all your energy makes me think she'd work well with Wiccan and Speed.
Yes.
And then 1 card, maybe Electro.
Okay, yeah. That's
one card.
Would work well.
I'm sure that you of all people read Marvel Comics Presents number 300 to 307 with the greatest heist in Marvel history, where Moondragon, Doom 2099, and Electro team up to steal the totally made up BS comic book.
I do remember that. Yeah, if I remember correctly, got a Jordan's. Go support your local LCS. Ask them for imaginary comics. See what happens. Jordan's like, why are they asking me for these comics that do not exist?
Marvel Comics Presents got canceled before it ever got to 300. Like, oh, I heard it.
I heard it on a podcast. Drax, Avatar of Life, 3 cost, 4 power, end of turn, +3 power if your opponent played a card with greater power this turn. Move to that card if you'd be winning its location. The game has to do a lot of checks and math to figure out what needs to be done here. I don't know what causes Marvel Snap to crash all the time, but that ability right there causes me to crash just trying to figure out what's going to happen. If I've got Drax AOL out there and somebody lays out a 5 power card, then Drax is going to get +3 and he's going to run over there and show them what's up. It's going to be a nice card to kind of even the score for somebody that's going to drop something big.
I just realized that it's end of turn, but can happen more than once.
Right. He could roll all over the place. I would assume if he does it twice, he's at a 10 power card. Not too many cards are going to come out that are bigger than that. But boy, it would be fun to have him show up in the lane that Death gets dropped in and watch Death mean nothing.
Jesus already took care of that.
That's true.
But it doesn't even have to be at that location. I mean, he would move to the location.
He would move to that location.
Yeah.
So he's going to be there. If they play it on the same location he's in, I guess that doesn't matter. You still get +3. That isn't a situation where you have to move.
Right.
So
run him with Invisible Woman First Steps.
Yeah. Oh, man. I would.
+6.
This is the card. I think this is the card this season for me.
I think so.
All right. I got anything else on Drax?
I was trying to look up what an Avatar of Life is.
I am not following the Guardians of the Galaxy comics. We've obviously got some variants here of these cards or whatever they call these that are things that I've never heard of.
So the Marvel Fandom Wiki says an Avatar of Life or a Champion of Life are individuals selected to uphold a cosmic balance between life and death. Representing the life portion, their antithesis are known as avatars of death. Adam Warlock is an avatar of life, but somehow is the Magus.
Okay.
And Drax, I'm not sure how Drax is an avatar, since he was created for the express purpose of killing Thanos. If he's the opposite number of Thanos, Captain Universe and Storm apparently are also avatars of life.
Okay.
And all I know is that I thought this was ridiculous in the comics, but for Drax Avatar of Life, I need a variant of him playing the saxophone.
Okay.
Because in continuity, Drax is originally a human named Arthur Douglas, who is Moondragon's father.
Right.
And he was killed by Thanos and resurrected to destroy Thanos. At some point, I think it was Jerry Duggan, someone decided that the reason he's called the Destroyer is not because he's a Space Hulk, but because he absolutely destroys on the sax.
Get out of town.
So, as silly as that is, I would like a variant of Drax playing the sax.
That's perfect. It just needs to say Sax Drax variant.
Variants where it actually is canon.
Sax Drax variant. That's what it needs to be. I have a feeling a picture is incoming. He's looking for it right now. I'm moving on to Kraglin. You send me that when you find it here. Kraglin, which I swear is the thing that I get in the bottom of my fish dinner at... No, that's not it. On reveal, Kraglin, 3 cost, 3 power. On reveal, banish the top card of your deck. If it was 4 cost or higher, you get +2 energy next turn. Otherwise, give this +4 power. Gotta say I'm not a fan. I'm staying away from this one. Banishing a card, it feels pretty extreme. I don't like it when cards get banished. They go away and never come back. 4 cost or higher is pretty expensive just to get +2 energy. I didn't put much thought into what you could do here. It's turn 3. Next turn, you can play a 6 cost card. If you can get that out there, then great. Maybe that does help you a lot, but you better hope that's not the card you got setting up the next draw, because it's going to get banished. That's right. You got Howard there to make sure. And this is an on reveal. So if you can get Howard out there, then you would know when you want to play it.
Maybe with Howard and Erisham.
Okay. Or
this is one of those where it would be situational. You couldn't really plan for it, but if you're playing against someone who's loading up your deck with rocks, or you've got Subterranea or something like that, I could see situationally where it would help out. You'd want it in a deck where you've got extra cards or cards you don't care about. Maybe one of your Black Swan decks where you got a bunch of 1 costs and you wouldn't mind sacrificing one of them.
I like that. I think they ought to come out with an ability at some point where banishing cards affects something in the game. For each card that you have banished, place that many cards randomly on the board. You banished 4 cards. You got 4 cards banished out of your deck, because there's a little counter. It's on. You can go look and see how many cards have been banished, which ones have, and you lay this card out. It's kind of like Hela. Hela is bringing you discount.
Or even like +1 power for each card banished this game.
I want that. We have that ability to do that stuff here. I feel like they need to do something with that. And then that would make Kraglin feel a little more worthy to me. I'm still not a fan. I just don't think it's going to do well. So, you ready for the next one?
I am ready. I was not able to find the original dialogue where it said he destroyed on the sax, but apparently there is a comic where Drax had adopted pacifism and refused to fight. He saved the day by placing the Power Stone in a saxophone.
Oh, nice. Nice. Next up is Jack Flag, 3 cost, 3 power, ongoing. Your cards here with increased power have +2 power. So that's kind of nice. I'll let you go ahead and you'll take the lead on this one, because I think your thoughts are, I just echo them.
Yeah, I mean, well, Gilgamesh, Galacta, Forge, Gwenpool, Blue Marvel, he would compound the boost, and then he's a 3 cost, so you got to think Surfer.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack Flag, I don't know a lot about him. He was a Captain America sidekick or ally who somehow ended up in space.
Oh, really?
I think he was in the Negative Zone prison after Civil War and escaped or something, and he ended up hanging out with the Guardians somehow. Then I think Captain America killed him when it was Hydra Cap.
Oh.
Let's see how much of that I got right.
Oh, let's see.
It were members of Captain America's computer hotline network. He and his brother found out the Serpent Society had infiltrated their town, fought the Serpent Society. When Captain America believed he was dying, he charged Jack Flag, Free Spirit, Fabian Stankiewicz, and Zach Moonhunter, who you may remember from Man and Wolf, with maintaining his hotline.
You must maintain the hotline.
Yeah, he got rounded up by the Thunderbolts for violating the Superhuman Registration Act. He took charge of the prison in the Negative Zone when the Warden and guards retreated back to Earth during the Skrull invasion. And then that's how he hooked up with the Guardians. And he returned to Earth. And Hydra Cap killed him.
Oh, so final appearance was?
In that issue. No, it was after that, I think, because he didn't die immediately, but he was basically on life support.
Okay.
They decided to take him off.
Hydra Cap was early 2000s?
Captain America, Steve Rogers, number 1 or 2, and then he died in issue 10. His wife or girlfriend, Free Spirit, pulled the plug.
That's sad. Well,
yep.
Jack Flag continues in the Marvel Snap game. Major victory. 3 costs, 4 power. You're going to get this with your Grand Arena if you can get up there. On reveal, add 2 members of the Guardians crew to your hand. This will be fun. I got
some synergy.
What do you got?
collector.
Yeah.
I think we'll see more of this. I think we'll start seeing them with the X-Men and the Avengers. A cool one would be if they make a Citizen V card and he conjures some Thunderbolts.
Oh, man, that'd be good.
So, yeah, I like this. One of the things we've said from the beginning is that there's not always a lot of synergy, so I like this.
And I agree with you. I think if we can, yeah, I'd like to see, okay, we're going to start giving you some team members, which is fun to watch cards that work together. And we were griping so long, please do something about the Fantastic Four. And they were finally like, okay, well, here's Fantastic Four first steps.
How about a Franklin or Valeria Richards that brings in a member of the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's...
Who do we not have in S.H.I.E.L.D. yet? I mean, we've got Nick Fury.
Dum Dum Dugan?
Bring in a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
Yeah.
Rintra, the green goat dude that's a student of Doctor Strange's, bring in a Mystic.
Dugan has a card, but he was never used. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Last card, Starhawk. 2 cost, 2 power, Sanctum Showdown reward here. On reveal, on odd turns, give your cards at the left location +1 power. On even turns, give to the right location. So this only happens at one time when you do the on reveal.
The hub gives you a second one.
True. Why not?
Time.
Why not? Or Odin, have a good time, do Odin or Wong, whatever.
Flag, Frigga, Starhawk, yeah.
I listed, so my combo with Starhawk was get him, I'm going to use him in a Bastion deck. Okay. So I'm going to get Starhawk out there, get a Quinjet out there, and at some point play Bastion and then lay out another Starhawk for 1 cost.
Are you the guy, when Bastion came out, you were like, who wants this guy?
Yes, I probably was. I don't know.
Thank goodness, I have never reversed myself on a card like that, like MODOK or Sebastian Shaw or anything like that. I'm consistent.
I did not think he would work very well with the Cerebro deck that I put together, and lo and behold...
There's nothing wrong with changing your opinion based on new information.
That is the truth. Did you have anything else here for Starhawk?
I just said he works with the folks Jack Flag works with, and in case you weren't certain, if you ever wanted Sylvester Stallone in your snap deck, now you can.
Okay.
We need that autograph variant.
All right. As we get into locations here, the Proscenium. That's what I'm going with.
Man, I thought this was a family mobile game.
Cards reveal here with +2 power. What are your thoughts?
Is that the other end of the Celestial from nowhere?
What's your thoughts on this location?
Your note was pretty good. I mean, Sebastian Shaw, Jack Flag. Yeah, any of those guys, and be packing Superior Spider-Man when this one is featured, because anytime you got anybody with boosted power, you get an extra energy from him.
I threw down Adam Warlock here because it's nice to get Adam Warlock going with either Agony or something like that. Immediately start drawing stuff. If you can get him a +2, he's got an even higher start than what he does at 0. So I like it. I think it's going to be a fun location. And then we have a return location. You remember this thing being around before, right?
I forgot about that.
Everybody hated it, and it went away like pretty quickly.
Because it was what, you could only play on it on turn 5?
Yeah, it was something weird. It was really bad.
That was before we had Jeff the Land Shark.
That's true. So the
I had forgotten that.
The Milano, add a member of the Guardians crew to your hand. Makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Why?
I like it.
Why are we not doing this with this? Again, it's going to follow the trend. We're going to have locations that will add team members. And so, yeah, and I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. I wrote down Quinjets here because you're getting cards and they weren't in your hand. So if you got a Quinjet out there, it's going to cost 1 less. It's not too hard.
Get the collector in there too.
Yep. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the end. That is our discussion on the Guardians Greatest Hits Volume 2. So get out there and keep snapping. Evan Bevins, tell them all about what you've got going on here. Plug some stuff.
Well, depends on how fast I get back in the saddle, but I'm hoping to have a couple of Super Bowl related posts over at *51.blogspot.com. A very special Valentine's Day. It's just a movie called Valentine the Dark Avenger that I found at Dollar Tree a couple of years ago. Probably the best Indonesian superhero movie I've ever seen. Also the only Indonesian superhero movie I've ever seen. But if you think a direct-to-video movie that you've never heard of, that is available for sale at Dollar Tree is automatically terrible. It's not. Check out hashtag Dollar Tree Cinema, hashtag Free Comic Friday, and offbeat comic book and movie goodness over at asterisk51.blogspot.com. Also, head over to the Magazine and Monsters channel once you've listened to all the awesome stuff on the source material channel, because Billy D over there has Ed Moore and I talking Marvel fanfare with him. That first episode is out, and we explored the dark results of what happens when the Angel transforms into the San Diego Chicken, and a Fantastic Four story with another villain I haven't always appreciated, Annihilus. It turns out that dude's kind of scary.
Ooh, he is a bit scary. So, ladies and gentlemen, go check out the Source Material Comics podcast. You're listening to the feed right here, where we bring to you snap material all the time. Go back, check out our top 5, some of the other fun stuff. Me and Evan Bevan's got a top 5 brewing here. Keep an eye out for that. That should hopefully be hitting here sometime soon. We also do the Source Material Comics podcast, where usually it's me and Mark Radlich. We talk comics of any era out there, so if you get a chance, go check that out. We are going to be dropping our discussion on Drax, the Destroyer. We talk Drax,
Avatar of the Sax.
Yes, indeed. Check that out. We're going to be talking about the CM Punk written series and 2005 Earthfall, which was pretty good too. That'll be dropping pretty soon, maybe in a few months. Also, on the Unspoken Issues podcast, where me, Evan, and Chris get together, I've got to check the poll results to see what I got to talk about in regards to the Unspoken Issues poll, and then I put the other one up. Boy, I need to remember to do stuff like that. I'll be either talking about the poll result winner or maybe bringing somebody in. But the last one that me, you, and Chris were on, what one was that? What were we talking? Well, at some point we're supposed
to. Good time.
We're supposed to record. At some point we're going to be recording Fantastic Force #1.
That is correct.
Yep.
What was the other one we did?
Me and Chris got together, did Darkness Batman. Check out the Unspoken Issues podcast, 90s comics all the time. So we're getting out of here. That over there is Evan Bevins. I'm Jesse Starcher. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.